Joe, what happens if other protocols that trade speed for centralization, or speed or centralization, I guess, for security is really the issue here, gain adherence in the interim between now and then? I'm thinking about Ripple, for example, or I'm thinking about EOS.
So Ripple isn't really a blockchain technology. It's a sort of a payment system. So I don't really consider that a competitor.
So let's say EOS, for argument's sake.
EOS is a slightly, maybe slightly decentralized approach at building a blockchain system. We are moving into a world where we're going to have liquid deep markets for many different kinds of crypto assets, crypto commodities, equities, bonds, cryptocurrencies. In that world, you need a very decentralized trust layer. If you have as your trust layer 21 people who know one another, who regularly confer with one another, who can't govern their situation, and who are fighting, I know.
So this is all geek speak for the death of EOS?
No, I don't think.
Okay.
EOS is a sort of interesting technology, but it's incredibly dangerous to treat it as a layer 1 technology. It's a good layer 2 technology. If you link EOS in to a smart contract on Ethereum, you get the full security of the Ethereum network. All of the tokens in your layer 2 technology are protected by layer 1. If something goes wrong at layer 2, people take their money out and it's perfectly safe at layer 1.
Do you see a future, Joe, in which all of these competing coins survive? Or will it be, say, a duopoly, like, you know, Apple's iOS and Alphabet's Android? And will Ethereum be one of those?
So it's not all that will survive. I think the future of the decentralized World Wide Web is hundreds or thousands of decentralized protocols. Some of them will be like Ethereum, and Ethereum its orders of magnitude bigger than anything else, and it's growing faster than everything else, so it will be significant going forward.
A survivor, in other words?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. But we'll have trusted transactions, automated agreements, smart software objects on Ethereum and networks like Ethereum. We'll have decentralized storage, decentralized bandwidth, decentralized heavy compute, and many other protocols that are interoperable with one another, and that's being built out right now.
Let me talk to you about Consensus. Do you really have 1,100 employees?
Yes.
What are they all doing?
Blockchain.
Besides scaling, what are your top priorities?
So we have a product focus, we have an enterprise, government, and central bank consulting focus, we have an education focus, and we do capital markets activities. We build lots of the infrastructure for the Ethereum ecosystem. Ethereum processes about 1 million transactions per day. It's about 80% of all the blockchain transactions in the world. But those are just writes against the Ethereum world computer. That's when a transaction happens, some data changes. But when you write an application, you need lots of reads and lots of other queries. So we've actually built infrastructure that processes about 9 or 10 billion queries per day, which is twice what Google processes.
Boy, may I ask, what does it cost to run an enterprise like that?
A fair amount.
No, but are we talking about tens, hundreds of millions of dollars a year?
So last year we were under 100 million, yeah.
And this year you'll be where?
Bigger.
Clearly.
TBD.
And here's the question. You mentioned the fact that you have a consulting business.
Yeah.
You advise corporations. You advise governments. Where specifically do you see meaningful progress on adoption? Any particular industries, any particular countries, any particular companies that you'd want to point to?
Yeah, massive adoption everywhere. So banking industry, supply chain is huge. There's one prong which is sort of corporate and another prong which is building out the decentralized World Wide Web. Both are growing tremendously. The startup ecosystem is exploding. We're building a platform for sustainable ethical journalism, a platform for an adjacent music industry where artists can connect directly to their fans, building supply chain platform.
Can you put a percentage on the speed of growth?
Percentage, no, but this is what it feels like to be living in exponential times.